Welcome everybody. It's good to see you again. My name's Rick and I'm building a boat in my backyard. For those of you that have been here before, welcome back. And for those that are new to this channel, come right in. Have a good time. Watch this crazy old coot try to build a boat. It's the 8th of February 2024 and we're still pretty much frozen in here in Eastern Ontario. It's about -4 outside right now, and we've got a little bit of solar gain on our shed, and it's about +5 Celsius inside. That's probably about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. And we're going to make some noise today, and we're going to make some sand dust. So get comfortable, get a coffee, sit back, and watch the madness begin. I'll take you on a little tour. So I'm in the forward cabin this morning, and I've gone around and I've done a bit of sanding to dress up these fillets. Get the camera pointed in the right direction. These fillets here. This was an area where, when I mixed up, some epoxy filleting, and I had too much, I would dump it in here. So these are pretty rough, and I sanded those in. You'll see the rest as we go along. That's the starboard side. There will be storage, electrical behind the helm console. This will be a workstation, cupboards, and storage. Forward v-berth. The starboard side bunk isn't in yet, but that will fill this area. And I have to go around and again dress all of the seams and get them ready for tape when the weather is more amenable to working with epoxy. Now, if you can see the bunk area on the port side, it's just sitting, it's not glued in yet, so we've got to work out how to put in hatches. There will be some substructure we'll have to go in, and core peak, probably going to put those hatches in there, so that'll require some modifications. Spin around. On this side here, on the port side, will be the head. There will be a wet head and a vanity and storage and all that other stuff going on there. The inside will be lined and it will be insulated. We'll have a hull line of some sort. The wet head is likely going to be Raptor lined. We're going to give that a try and see how it goes. So that's where we are, and again we're going to get suited up and do some more sanding.
I think this is the first time I ever put on a Tyvek suit. I've got the Tyvek shirts and I've used those in the past, but seeing as I'm going to be in a totally enclosed space, I thought it was best to get suited right up, keep the dust off. I don't drag it in the house, I don't itch as much. Cats will obviously come near me now with no dust on me, so yeah, it's kind of funny watching myself trying to put this thing on. What I'm doing here is dressing up some areas where I've put in some filleting epoxy glue, and they'll need to get a little more. There's a few gaps that need to be filled, etc., and they'll get a layer of tape. I picked up this little sander at Harbor Freight the other day. I think it was $34.99 US. And the reason I needed it was it's got the hook and loop pad on it. And I usually use the peel and stick on my other sanders, but in cold weather the sandpaper just will not stick. This is the bit of the forward cabin that extends over top of the v-berth, and Larry wants to put a bulkhead on the right here where you can see the frame come down and put a door on this part. I don't know if it's gonna leave a whole lot of room to be able to stand up and turn around, and it's gonna be pretty tight. I did use peel ply on the inside of the hull, so these large areas are getting a sanding to either promote paint or there's likely going to be insulation, so I won't have to paint it, but the insulation will have to be held on by glue. So they're all getting cleaned up. There's drops and spots of epoxy everywhere. This new sander also has the vacuum attachment, so it's hooked up directly to my dust collection system, and it leaves virtually no dust in the air, which is great. This area of the hull is getting a thorough sanding. There will be structure that will need to be tabbed into place here, so I'm going to give it a good clean up. And this is the area that will be occupied by the starboard side of the v-berth.
So there you have it, folks. I know it wasn't overly exciting, but this is part of the grunt work that it takes to get one of these boats built. It's going to be an exciting year. We've got a lot to do. Like I said before, we basically set a deadline for 1st of May 2025 to get this thing in the water, and there's still a whole crap pile of stuff that's got to get done. I've started to run some wires. I've got to finish my helm console here because that's where most of the wires will terminate, and that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I have an idea what I'm doing, but I don't know exactly what I'm doing. And inside the main cabin here, there's all the furniture that has to be built for the galley on the starboard side, and the dinette, and the two seating positions, etc. All has to be built. And then the flooring, the cockpit needs more work. And the list is long, but it's going to be fun. I hope you'll stick with us. Come back often. You know, you can push the little bell to get a reminder when we publish a new video. We're going to try and go weekly with, you know, a few little quick updates here and there, and try and get back on track with the YouTube stuff. What else do we got to do? Oh yeah, the entire outside of the boat will be finished this year. I have to build a small platform up front to mount the bowsprit and the anchor windlass and all that kind of stuff. And then we'll proceed to do the finish on the outside of the boat. I know the cabin top for sure is going to be raptor linered. Probably the fore cabin, the foredecks and the side decks will all be raptor linered. The rest of the outer side of the bulkheads and that will all be conventional paint. So there you have it. That's what's ahead. It's going to be exciting. We're going to get a lot of stuff done, and we hope you'll come back and share it with us. Cheers. Take care, everybody.